Hello, I'm here today with an unboxing video. We're going to be taking a quick look at the SH Figuarts across the Spider-Verse. Spider-Punk. Woohoo! Stick with me so that we can open it and see what it's like. So this is the figure. It's Spider-Punk from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know what it is about this character. I've never read a comic. I've not seen this film, but I just think he looks absolutely cool. I've sold the comics in the shop, so I've seen him on the front covers, and it's just one of those wild and wacky designs, and they really, really appeal to me to things like that. So I was keeping my eye open for a decent figure. I didn't know if I was going to settle for the Marvel Legends figure, which seemed to go mental in price, or whether or not I would go for the SH Figuarts one. Anyway, I came across this one at a fairly reasonable price, so why not? So let's take a little look at him. I think I've got something here that I can get into the box with without wrecking it. It is a pre-owned one. I ordered it from Japan. It came a few weeks ago, and I've been threatening to do an unboxing video since then. I suppose really we should take a look at the box first, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's take a look at the box first. That's the front. We've seen the front, haven't we? We've seen the front. That's the front. I love it. I love this artwork. Not this. This artwork. I think this is incredible. That's the side. Guys, it's totally insane. I love him. Love him. That's the other side. Playing his guitar. And that's the back, which shows them. It's nuts. Look at that. Leaping through the air, kicking his leg up like that. It is so... I know it's obvious. It says it's in the name, but it's so punk. And yeah, great stuff. That one thing I didn't know. I don't know anything about the character other than the fact that he's a Spider-Man character. I didn't know that he was Miles Morales. I mean, judging by that extra head there, that's a Miles Morales head. But Spider-Punk's from the UK, isn't he? Whatever. Let's get it out and take a look. Pop the box aside for now. Just look at all those pandies that he comes with. Could it be that there's two missing? Don't know if there's two missing, actually. If there's two missing, there's two missing. For my purposes, there's something above his head there, isn't there? Ah, I think I know what's going on here. The hands that are above his head are supposed to be on the ends of his arms, and then those hands are supposed to be down in here, aren't they? Right, there's no hands missing. Big sigh of relief, not that particular. So yeah, we've got all the hands. We've got whatever that is there. Looks like maybe a bracelet or something. We've got an extra head, an extra neck for the unmasked head, and then we've got the guitar, which seems to be quite well detailed. So I'll get this lid off. Just ping, and all those hands are just going to go flying everywhere. There we are. Yeah, lid off. Top of the box. So. I just think I could tip this before everything falls out. Nearly. That looks cool, does that? Looks awesome. It's just mental. I love mental, and that's mental. Right, let's get the figure out. I'm not going to prat about. Oh, look at the accessories first. We'll be here for the figure, aren't we? Yeah, look at that. Those seem to come to quite a bit of a point, don't they? Sharp, actually. They're soft. They are quite sharp. Yeah, quite sharp. So are the ones on his shoulders there. Again, they're made of soft, so they shouldn't cause too much damage if you know, stab someone with it. Yeah, love this. So it's full of detail. I love the raggedy t-shirt that he's wearing. I think that's pretty sweet and pretty awesome. Love the badges and the studs on his jacket. Yeah, I think they're great. Then you got the webbing on his arms as well, which is quite unusual looking webbing. Pick in his hand. Oh, that's cool. Obviously for playing the guitar. Something I do like about SH Figuarts, that the joints are just so smooth on them. Really are so smooth. Okay, so he's got a dog collar on as well. It's punk, isn't it? It is what it is. It's punk. That's the detail on the back of the jacket there. It'd be cool if some of these badges were like Blue Peter badges and Sex Pistols badges and stuff like that. It'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? We've got a very cool looking Union Jack on there, Union flag. That's pretty sweet, is that? That's a lot of detail for so small piece. Yeah, quite like that. And then the pants. They've got like checkering detailing in the plastic there, which is quite cool. And it's painted on as well, so you've got the fact that it is recessed. You can get your nail in there, you can feel it is recessed, but it's also painted in two colours. So it's black trousers with like a purple, a green, a teal maybe, and then those fantastic boots. Look at those. I'm not sure what they'd be like for wall crawling, but they're pretty sweet looking boots of those. They're a statement, aren't they? Well, the whole outfit is a statement. Look at that. Incredible. It's so skinny as well. But I think that's part of the, it's part of his character, but I think it's also part of the style from the animated movie. Fairly easy to stand up as well. I did that without even looking, to be fair. Awesome stuff. Right, let's have a quick look at this guitar. There's plenty of detail on that. I can't quite make out if that detail's meant to be something, but there's certainly lots of it on there. It's like a magic eye. Remember the magic eye books from the 90s? You stare at them for so long, cross your eyes and wiggle them around, and you never know, if you're lucky, the picture might come to you. I could see them, but for whatever reason, instead of them coming out of the page at me, they always went into the page. So I used to see a reverse image of what I was supposed to see. But yeah, that's a really nicely detailed guitar. It's hardish plastic with a very soft plasticky, rubbery, PVC thing. Have I just broke that? No, it'll have to come off, won't it, to go over his shoulder? Yeah, he's dead. Right, that's them. We won't look at all the individual hands. I think we can see what they're like, can't we? Yeah. So red hands with blue webbing painted on them. Moulded and painted on them. Which, oh, this is just really thick paint. Could be, couldn't it? Could be. I don't think we need to look at the neck, but we will have a look at the head. That's the... Okay, that's really mismatched dreads that he's got there. Come on, catch up, camera, catch up. So you can just about see there that he's got some very nice piercings going on. He's got 3 piercings by the look of it in that ear. 1 in that ear. Got his lip piercing, his nose piercing, and a 1 and a 2 eyebrow piercing. Very cool. I was chuckling at the dreadlocks. I'll show you them at the back. The afro. It's something, isn't it? It's like if it were green, that could be a plant of some kind. But do you know what it looks like to me? You know what it looks like to me? And don't take this the wrong way. This is literally a reference to the colour of the hair. Yeah. It looks like a blackjack flavoured everlasting gobstopper from Willy Wonka. Because they're all spiky and sticky outfits, weren't they? Just like this. And obviously the lack of colour, it can't actually be one of them, so a blackjack flavoured one. Cool. I love it. I love it. I won't be displaying it with this head because for me it's all about that, but can someone answer me one thing? How does that hair fit underneath that mask and leave it so smooth like that? Very cool. I like it. Right, so I don't even know if I'm going to be prattling about changing hands, because whoever's had this before me, they've got him with the hands that I'm going to probably display him with. Because I'm going to be displaying him with the guitar. You don't have this figure and not displaying with the guitar. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to... I was going to do a few scenes and change the hands around and whatnot, but I don't want to weaken the joints prattling about needlessly. So yeah, I'm going to leave this on. So can I get it over there? Oh, I didn't need to undo it, did I? Excellent. Cool. Them spikes are there, so that's got to go there, hasn't it? I love how the fingers as well. It's come off anyway. Come off anyway. Just want to take a look at these fingers. I didn't really notice it until I went to put the guitar into the hand. But at different levels are those fingers. Come on, camera, you're better than this. Yeah. It's as though he is playing a chord. You can see it better once the guitar is in the hand. Look at that. That's clever, that. It's not just relaxed fingers in one position, but they're literally as though they're playing a chord. That's brilliant, is that? I like that. I like that a lot. It's attention to detail that I wouldn't necessarily have expected. So that's really cool. Really cool. Doing it again. Doing it again. I get a t-shirt printed really cool on it. I'll never wear it because I always wear these bright coloured ones now. I could do it in neon colours, couldn't I? Now, I wonder if I can get him into some kind of punk pose. I suppose I should have really shown the articulation, shouldn't I? Okay, I'll come to that. I'll come to that. I swear I will. I'll come to that. I should swear it's a punk video. Cool. I love it. I love it indeed, I do. That's too high. A little bit too high, isn't it? A little bit too high. Although we could have him kicking out like he is on the back of the box. You're gonna need a stand for some poses, aren't you? Sweet. Very sweet. Oh, get back in there, you. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. Love it. Right, okay, so let's take the guitar back off so we can have a look at some of the articulation, yeah? Right. Let's get him into a museum pose for you. There we are. Right, so start at the bottom and work our way up, I think. And I'm only going to do one leg because they're both going to have the same articulation. So we've got a toe bend. Pretty cool. It goes from flat to pointing up. It's pretty sweet, is that? Yep. We've got some articulation at the heel. And it does look like that is a ball joint. So we've got a good 360 there, as well as a tip back and forth. Very nice. Moving up the legs, we don't have a twist at the top of the boots like you often get with some figures, but we do have a double. Look at that. That's quite a bend that you can get out of the knee. Got a double knee joint there. Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. And then we've got twist at the top of the thigh there. And then you've got a ball joint at the top of the hip. Very cool. Stop saying very cool. We've got, now, can see a bit of an, well, not an issue, but a limitation in the waist swivel because he is wider than he is deep, which I suppose most people are, but because of that, there's not much of a twist in that joint there, you see. Yeah, but it does have a very good backward and forward range of motion there. The jacket covers up most of the torso joint, you know, mid butterfly, that mid belly joint, belly joint. The belly doesn't have a joint, does it? Well, this one does. And again, you've got a little bit of range of movement there. I suppose when you combine it with that, you can get a fair twist out of it. Not a great one. That takes us up to the head, or rather the neck. We've got a bit of a forward motion on that one. Not much of a backward motion. It seems to go from upright to that far forward because you've got a really good ball joint there underneath the head. You still get a good range of movement out of it. As you can see, you can make it look like he's broke his neck. That explains the finger position now, doesn't it? So yeah, now onto the arms. We'll start at the hand and work our way inward. So you've got a ball joint there, but it's also got a up and down twist. If you turn the actual joint around, then it can be a side-to-side twist as well. As you can see. Moving up, you've got a double elbow joint there, so you get a good range of movement on that, as you can see. From straight to back up here. That's pretty good. Fold. It's like it almost does fold in half. Shoulder. It's a bit difficult to see because the waistcoat jacket is in the way there. I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's like a ball joint on a peg. So the peg can move up and down, and then the peg is on a bit of a butterfly shoulder part there, which goes in and out. So you've got the in and out aspect, you've got the up and down aspect. And then you've also got the fact that it's a ball joint as well. So you've got a lot of range of movement on that particular shoulder, and obviously on both shoulders. So yeah, that's about the articulation done. Very, very well articulated figure. You would be able to get some fantastic poses out of this if I could be bothered. Yeah, don't think there's much else to say about it, is there? Get this guitar back on him. Got some incredible detail, got some great articulation. Got fantastic aesthetic. We'll go through the hands. I'm not going to put them all on, but we'll go through them and see what hands you get. So you stand there. You good spider punk. Right, hands. Pull out the top one, and we've got sort of like, I don't know, reaching out hands. Would you say that is reaching out hands? You've got splayed finger hands. You've got web shooty hands. It's a Spider-Man figure, isn't it? It's a Spider-Man. You've got holdy hands. Doesn't come with any guns, but you've got a gun grip hand there. It's got a fight, so it comes with fists. Fisty hands. And then the ones that it would have been attached with look, well, they look a little bit like karate chop hands to me. Yeah. There you go. And if you want to look at the neck, there you go. There you go, fleshy neck, and then top of the vest. That's it. That's everything. Oh no, there's one other thing in there. There is one more thing in the back. There we are. Bracelet type thing. I don't know if it's supposed to be a web shooter or if it is a bracelet. But yeah, I imagine when you take a hand off, you can put that on his wrist. Not really fussed about that myself. Maybe if I watch the film, I'll understand the relevance of it and I'll start using it. But that's the figure. What do you think? Let us know down in the comments what you think to this figure. Is it something that you'd have in your collection? Do you already have an SH Figuarts figure? Or are you just not into that sort of thing? And if you're not, what are you doing watching this video? Right. With that, I think it's time for me to go. So, tatty buys. Bye bye.